Hello. Now, as a car goes past, I don't really like bang the camera up and go well and talk about movies that much these days. I want to do more, but I'm so late to the party with a lot of stuff, and I've got my life, and it's a bit complicated at the moment, and all these bits and bobs. But like, I kind of feel like I want to talk about Longlegs, and like, it's really late to the party because it hit the pictures. But I kind of want to look at it as Nicolas Cage. Now I've got a good friend called Simon who's massively into Nicolas Cage and writes like massive like web chats, you know what I mean, like big write-ups, blogs and all that kind of stuff about the madness, the myth, the man, the legend that is Nicolas Cage. And Matty Connor is also, we just love the fact that Nicolas Cage just keeps banging movies out and banging movies out, and we just cannot believe what the guy's doing. At this moment in time, he's now Spider-Man Noir, and Matty was like, what the fuck do you mean he's Spider-Man? I said, he's fucking Spider-Man now. He is Spider-Man. But Nicolas Cage, I found myself listening to the commentary, and I'd actually said they've probably had Nicolas Cage for about 2 weeks in this movie, and Osman, the director, had said, yeah, we had him for 2 weeks. And then my mate was like, how did you know that? And I'm like, it's kind of like, if you look at Nicolas Cage, and I think like, we're going to talk about Longlegs here, but we're also going to talk about like really Nicolas Cage, because like, Nicolas Cage got a new film out and it's like, ooh, fuck. And like, Nicolas Cage has done something that is kind of like, what a fucking comeback. The guy who was trying to get into movies, and he's in Birdie, and he's in Peggy Sue Got Married, and he's in Little Bitty Bobs of roles, and then gets kind of like shoehorned into like It Could Happen to You and Trapped in Paradise, where he's got comedic timing, there's like Garden Test and all that, he's got the comedic timing, but he's also an Academy Award winning actor for Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, Leaving Las Vegas, which is absolutely a tremendous performance. And he is the shit. He can fucking act, and he, for someone who's got quite a distinct look and very animate when he comes to expressions, he's not afraid to like fucking roll his eyes in the back of the head or pick a card, any card that he does. Is it Dead Cell or Dead something like that? The movie's in with Charlie Sheen, where he gets the deep fat fryer in the face and gets fucking mental. And that's a long lost film of Nicolas Cage. It's fucking crazy. And like, he was like that. He was fucking crazy. And then he's a Academy Award winning actor. He fucking nails it. And then he starts doing stuff like Kiss of Death, when he's fucking roided up as a motherfucker and gorilla presses a guy out of an 18-wheeler truck into a fucking 18-wheeler truck. The poor stunt guy goes head first into a fucking 18-wheeler truck wheel. And he's going, yeah, he's fucking wild. And that's like pre-Nicolas Cage. That's Nicolas Cage, Bitty Bobs and Rolls. And obviously he's been known to get into trouble, buying castles, buying dinosaurs, doing what he wants. Again, it's crazy to think when, spending habits. And, that's Nicolas Cage. And then all of a sudden, boom, here comes Michael Bay. The Rock is an amazing movie, and probably in the top 5 of Nicolas Cage's movies, where he's on the cusp of being an action star, but also carrying the acting ability to keep it quite serious. And Stanley's just at fucking the wrong place at the wrong time for knowing too much. And yes, Sean Connery is James Bond in it. I do believe that fan theory. And follows that is Con Air. I still don't rate him with the long hair in the Alabama. Put the bunny down. I can't even do the Alabama accent, but Face Off. Action. Gone in 60 Seconds. He's just started banging them out there, didn't he? And it's like the era of Jerry Bruckheimer. The era of them movies, and we've got Sorcerer's Apprentice and National Treasures and big fucking budget movies. Then all of a sudden, he's bankrupt or he's in a lot of debt. And he has to change, and he delivers the big budget movies. He's not afraid to like Abentation, where he plays a twin. He's not afraid to take on like serious roles and try to show that he is an Academy Award actor. Lends his voice to stuff like The Croods and stuff like that, or Christmas Carol and all the kinds of stuff he was doing. But then sort of has this fall from grace, and stuff like Frozen Ground comes along, where he's Bitty Bobby Rose. And he tries to make movies and start making a few bad ones, like Bad Lieutenant, where he's like, keep shooting. The guy's like, he's dead. His soul is still dancing. And it just pans around. This guy breakdancing for some reason in the room, and he's just fucking crazy. But he basically starts doing movies like Just Cause, Justice, Trespass, Army of One, Human Bureau. He just starts making these really bad movies, but he's got to pay the checks. And then somewhere, he flips it. I mean, this guy is a Marvel guy. He's Ghost Rider, you know what I mean? He's just like, he hit his peak. And then he made Ghost Rider 2, and you think, what the fuck? But he kind of like Mandy, Colour of Outer Space, and Longlegs, Willy's Wonderland, you know, Prisoners of Tomorrow, whatever the fuck it was, the one where his balls explode. Yes. He starts making these crazy ass fucking movies that are starting to become cult films, because he comes up, he gives all up and coming directors a chance. He's not fucking stupid at what he's doing. He is fucking very clued on about what he does. He turns up for 2 weeks, gets the fucking paycheck he wants. He has a week off, he travels, he goes, does what he wants, has his family life, comes back. And he comes back with fucking belters like The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, which is fucking brilliant. He's self-aware of what he's doing. And that, to me, is fucking outstanding genius. The Old Way cowboy film, yeah, right, it's pretty crap. But he keeps on making like movies that are basically like, holy crap, is he really doing that? And then you look for, like, he lends his voice to Spider-Man as Noir. And I'm just going to hit IMDb up here because I'm flying these films off the top of my head. Next, you know, even Las Vegas, let's have a quick look at Nicolas Cage. The Surfer, he's got one coming out called The Surfer. The Retirement Plan, I've not seen Devil Symphony, so I'm a little bit behind. Turns up in The Flash as Superman. Renfield, again, he's on the rise. Again, Renfield's there. There's The Old Way. Butcher's Crossing. Pig. Everyone was raving about Pig. I found Pig quite sad. Willy's Wonderland. Didn't even speak. Jiu-Jitsu. Wow, there you go and shit. Grand Thingy. Primal. Crap. Kill Chain. Crap. Running with the Devil. Crap. Score to Settle. Between Worlds. Alright. That's always a fucking hillbilly biker guy and keeps fascinating about having sex on bikes. Yep, okay. 221. Don't remember it. Looking Glass. Eerie as fuck. It's like peeking in people's hotel rooms. The Dark. I've never even fucking heard of that. Okay, The Dark. He's got one ear. He looks like he's got one ear. From the producers of Drive and Bronson. But again, you can go down this IMDb, and I've got some of these, but trying to collect some of these, like Mom and Dad. I've got that. You know, some of these start getting different names. USS Indianapolis and stuff like that. Dead by Dawn, Lindsay's Voice, Dog Eat Dog, The Trust. You know, Pale the Ghost actually quite well. But then he comes Longlegs, and it's branded. It's done really well. The trailer was great. The eeriness. Nicolas Cage not scared to put on the prosthetics, have his long hair. And the film starts, and it's going the whole 70s kind of vibe, and you're not really sure where you're going. And anyone who's seen Silence of the Lambs, it had that vibe, and it was intentionally trying to have that vibe. And I've got the new telly, and I'm just looking at it there. It's bad for this, but it's fucking stupidly big, and it was a treat to myself. And Longlegs is probably one of the first films I've watched that I hadn't already seen. I mean, I watched Battleship, and I was like, right, okay. You know, I was sitting, flicking on Netflix, going, ugh, too lazy to go upstairs and get something. And Longlegs, you know, putting it on and seeing how wide that lens was and how the shots were and how almost like it felt like you were watching a video game. The movements, the frame, and like this guy was filling the frame up. And then when you watch a comment and you realise shit's happening in the background, you didn't fucking realise. Because he's got this focal view, and then something's fucking appearing and disappearing, and there's a fucking devil in the room and stuff like that. And it's broken into 3 parts, and, you know, it's going to twist and it's going to turn. And then, you know, Nicolas Cage starts batting his fucking head off and going, Daddy! And going, cuckoo, cuckoo. It's like, what the fuck? But when you see the movie, and then it's you really watch it, and it makes you think, you think, fuck, Longlegs is really good. It's like, I think the Joker's really good. Joker 2. But again, I think it begs second viewing and possibly like taking it in, because it's perception of what you want to watch. And again, it's a clash of like how someone's marketed and what you presume is a film to go in there. Because is Longlegs a horror, or is it a fucking deep psychological thriller? It's one of those things. Is Alien a horror or a sci-fi film? It's a fucking horror film. Oh, it's sci-fi, it's a spaceship in space. Right, fair enough. It's still fucking horror, isn't it? You know, you're trying to tell me that the fucking chest palpitations is not one of the scariest things in cinematic history. Anyway, yeah, Longlegs, you know, the creepiness, the score, the music, the stillness, and again, Nicolas Cage, bang, bang, bang. And even like it's meant to be, because it wasn't even meant to snow on the first day of filming, when Nicolas Cage rocks up to the house and he's sitting there and his head's like kind of like, what's going down, and he fucking freaks out. And the like kind of influence of the Shining score it was going for, where the harshness of just like violins being violently hit rather than, you know, trying to sympathise you and lead you in false things. Lots of CGI though as well, as director goes, like girls like having too many earrings in and digitalising and that shit you don't look at, but like the colour, it looked great. It is quite jumpy, but the whole idea of like the dolls being weird and there's fucking balls on the top of their heads and that to get out of you later on, and like it makes you think, because you kind of think, all right, you're going in to see a serial killer, he's a bit creepy, but then it starts going on like, this is a fucking satanic movie. It is the devil. It's kind of like watch it and go, what the fuck? And that's what Nicolas Cage is like. You know what I mean? Now he's going to be a surfer by IMDb, and he's going to be Spider-Man Noir. But like again, massive, like, well done. Because I think, like, you know, the resurgence is there. Wesley Snipes is someone very similar, who suffered a bit of a similar fate of, you know, they get too big and then the money goes woo-woo. And it's great to see that Blade came back the way he did. You know, it's great that some of these actors we grew up with and love, and you watch the films and you go, what the fuck? And that was shit. But that's a fucking classic. That's amazing. And a cult in a classic isn't like a film that's certainly brilliant. It's how you find them at a certain time in your life and you go, yeah. Like, I remember that film from when it was made and when I seen it and how I seen it. It's like I watched Hackers last night, and Hackers is fucking mint. You know, and I remember renting that at the video shop, and I think watching it now, it had so much going for it. And again, you come back and you give it time, and that's what Nicolas Cage is doing. He's rocking these films out, and people are like, what the fuck? And, you know, giving it bad vibes and stuff like that. And yes, this is essentially a massive waffle about Longlegs without giving it too much away. But again, I say, well fucking done. See you in the outtakes. So my plan tonight was come home and work on my tour footage of Ireland, but now I'm going to be like, nip tuck, boof, chuck this video out there. And like me Cracker review I did 3 months ago that I haven't released yet, but again, Cracker, it's like 20 years, 20, 30 years old. I want to sit and talk about Cracker, do I? But yeah, I'm literally sat down for another interview and I thought, yep, let's burn some tape. I love the effects of it. I love the creepiness. I thought Nicolas Cage's performance was fucking brilliant. And yeah, Nicolas Cage, just go back to the IMDb just to rock this video a bit more. The Runner, oh yeah, it was shit. Dying Like a Date, crap. Left Behind, that was mental. Outcast, poop. The Rage, it was also called Tujanov. Joe, The Croods, Frozen Ground, Stolen, Trespass, Justice, Drive Angry, mental. Season of the Witch, Poop, Sorcerer's Apprentice, Kick-Ass, forgot about Kick-Ass, Astro Boy apparently, Bad Lieutenant, that's mental, G-Force, The Knowing, Bangkok Dangerous, National Treasure, Werewolf Woman of the SS, Fu Manchu. Oh my god, I didn't realise that he was actually in the Grindhouse. That's really fucking cool. Again, Grindhouse. Grindhouse needs a fucking reissue with the two films together. Ghost Rider, The Wicker Man, The Bees, World Trade Center, Ant Bully, Weatherman, really underrated movie. Lords of War, Matchstick Men, Sunny, Wind Talkers. You know, I think that was when he hit John Woo. I don't think John Woo's done anything since then. Family Man, Gone 60 Seconds, Bringing Out the Dead, Martin Scorsese, 8mm, Joel Schumacher. He was working with the top of the top. Snake Eyes, City of Angels. He's there. He's not there. He's really there. There it is. Kiss of Death. Could Happen. Garden Test. Deadfall. That was a film where he got fucking ape shit with these cards and ended up getting smacked in the head with a deep fat fryer. Red Rock Rests. Arms and Arrows. Honeymoon in Vegas. That's quite funny as well, actually. Zanti. Wings of Apache. He's fucking wild in that as well. Wild at Heart. Funny enough. Time to Kill. Not that one. Vampire Kiss. A film that should get released. Moonstruck. Excuse me, airplane. Fuck off. Raising Arizona. Again, he was fucking brilliant in that. Boy Blue. Birdie. Cotton There's Racing to the Moon without beating the moon. Rumblefish. Valley Girl. The Outsiders. Uncredited. Didn't manage to see him in The Outsiders. Fast Times at Ridgemont High as Nicolas Coppola. Yeah. So thank you very much for watching this massive waffle about Nicolas Cage, about Longlegs, and goodbye for now.